man, coming up, man, what was your life like,
Man, I came
OG.
up in the worst places in America. My mom and dad from Cabrini Green, Chicago, Illinois. It's the birthplace of the gangster disciples, Larry Hoover and all that. My dad, all my uncles, they ran Cabrini Green. Still do to this day. They ain't RIP Cabrini Green, but they still run this shit. And I was born in Milwaukee. This is like one of the second worst places right now in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in Hillside Projects. Me and my baby brother. But we moved back. We moved around a lot. We moved to Denver, Colorado, where that's where I met my oldest first cousin, Smokey. He'd been a blood since the 80s. That's what made me want to be a blood. He was Pyru. He got a life sentence in prison. He shot a Crip in the face as a young nigga. He got caught for it, but now he's out. He doing good, working and stuff. Shout out to Triple OG Smokey Root. That's my relative, real legend. And from there we moved to San Diego, California, where a nigga really spreaded his wings and got the game from older heads like Big Creepo, Monkey Jeff, R.P. Gangsta Iron. I'm proud to say that I met him. I mean, as a little kid sitting on the Ocean View Park, he'd come through, buy everybody ice cream in the park, the whole park. He'd buy the whole ice cream truck. Everybody look at him as like some kind of big known gang member, kill you, this and that and this. He was our Martin Luther King, but with no games being played. Of course, he lived that life because that's the life you have to live so you can do for your folks that's around you. People got to understand that. Don't nobody want to bring no harm to nobody. Don't nobody want to do bad things. But if that's all that you have left, then that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been around a lot of hood legends around the United States. My mom and dad, they're hood legends.
Okay, like, how was it? How was it at home? Like, what was y'all stationed there? Did you move around? Did you know what I mean?
We lived in about 8 different states.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I said about my mom and dad was they did for the kids. They did for the kids. Don't nobody grow up the way they want to. There's always going to be stuff that you want that you can't get, especially going over 5 people in the house.
Yeah.
But I'm blessed to say that I grew with my parents. I grew up with my parents and my siblings. We had a good life. We had a great life. We're all still living. Ain't none of us addicted to anything. And none of us did no hard time. Been to jail, prison, all that, but none of us did no hard time. And, man, we still here. My pops passed away in 2009. And, but we still rocking. But as far as like growing up, we had a pretty good life. But, that's inside the home. But what happens outside, it's totally different.
Now I know states like what, where I know Cali.
Yeah, California, Illinois, Wisconsin, Denver, Atlanta, Memphis, Tennessee, Texas, Hawaii, and Germany for a little while.
Okay.
In Mexico. I lived in Mexico in my college years because it was cheaper.
States.
It was cheaper living in Mexico than it was in California.
Okay.
So I stayed in Mexico the whole time I went to school.
What have you done? What have you done as a blood to help others prosper? Like,
first off, it's like this. I wanted to be a blood. When we moved to California, if we had to move into Crip territory, I would have been a Crip.
Okay.
Because it's not about what you want to be, it's about where your ass live. In California, you blood or you cuz. Point blank period. Growing up, man, it was 1996. Now I've been active 20 years. Fully active. I've seen more people in a body bag than I probably shook hands with people. And I've known all of them. Like I got friends from my childhood that supposed to be here with me right now. They're not. They gone. Because of foolishness acts or just us wanting to be outside and play, become a victim of a drive-by. It just it didn't matter. And what I try to encourage my younger homies now, and any homie that got that beat in their heart to want to be a Damu. I don't care what kind of Damu you want to be. I tell them to understand the value in your life, because you finna give everything to your homies and this and that, that and this. First off, don't think this shit is built on loyalty. It's not. Loyalty is amongst who you loyal to in the circle that you create and build. Like, you gotta understand, man. If you paying on your mama's bills and you go to jail, don't think for 1 second that these homies you call your homies, you didn't pull these drive-bys for, you didn't hurt people, they gonna bring your mama a fucking dime. When you get out of jail, your mama probably just be now getting her stuff off the corner from getting evicted. This shit is real. I've seen it. I've lived it.
It's crazy.
You gotta have values in your life. Know what you're worth. If you want to get down, because you know this your neighborhood, this your hood. You love your hood. That's fine. But then again, if you value your life, your big homies will see that you take value and pride in your life. I'm gonna shoot ball. I'm gonna run that football. I'm gonna sell crack. I'm gonna be the shooter. First off, that's the shit that your big homies gonna feed off of if they don't have it up here. Because your life really ain't conducive to them. As it is your family that's caring about you, just taking care of you, want to know if you're gonna make it back in that house. Because I've been around all that. I've been all those things. Because I didn't know how to find myself, because it's always the next big person, you know. And that's who you want to look up to. That's who you want to be like, man. I seen big homies coming through in brand new scraper, 6'4" Impala 16 switches. I'm talking about $50,000 in a tricked out car. It might not mean nothing to other people. We on the block every day as kids. We see, ooh, I want to be just like him. And then it blows your fucking mind when they give you a crack sack, $60. Man, take the car around the corner, little homie. Man, yeah, take it around the corner. Or, you know, we just growing up living. We ain't number 12 and 13. They pay a junkie, man, to take you in the back and suck your little dick. That's mind blowing. That's he just blew my mind. Man, I want to be like my OG. I don't give a fuck about nobody. Man, I'm a killer nigga, man. I want to be like my OG. I want to do what he doing.
Word.
You gone. It's not your fault, young homie. Because that's what you watching. That's what you seeing, right? But then again, it's hard. Our own parents can't keep us from getting out there looking at this lifestyle, and that's what we want, because you know we make our own judgment. Then we got to deal with, like I told you from the beginning, it's different from inside the house and outside the house. When you're inside the house, you're protected. Trust me. Outside that house, that's when them demons, them devils is chasing you, man. They calling you, because you probably got one of your best friends you growing up with, like I did. Parents didn't care about him. He stayed with me most of the time. His parents struck out on crack, so guess what he doing? He's serving his own parents. Big bankroll. 14 years old. Brand new car. Right. You know, he going to school. He getting all the girls. He popping. He got the, you know, everything fresh. The fresh chucks. The fresh Raider had curl dripping down the back. Come on, man. Living that Cali life. Nigga dealing with $800-900 worth of crack. A little youngster, man, out here. But when he go cop for me, but guess what? Man, you begin to love this dude, man. That's my brother. So I want to do for him what he doing for me. So guess what? Man, from me a half ounce of crack, man. Boom.
Gone.
It's over. And can't nobody save you from yourself but what you don't trust in. And that's the system. Fuck the system, fuck going to jail, this and that. But guess what? That's what saved your fucking life. Because don't no nigga want their freedom taken. Period. So we don't like the system. We hate police. We woo through that and that. But guess what, man? Getting locked up is the start of saving your life. If you want to change and you want to do something with yourself, it's crazy to say that. But you got to understand one thing. Because once your black ass go there, you ain't in no hurry to go back.
Yeah.
You go from eating steak tacos, the chicken tenders and this and that, to watered down boiled rice that's probably been in the cabinet, got bugs in it. Cornbread, you can break a nigga jaw with it. You eating off spoons that ain't been sterilized, your mouth breaking out, look like you got herpes around your shit. Guess what? That nigga that you got into a fight with, you wearing the drawers he had on the day you fought him now, a week later. Nigga got foot fungus infections. Guess what? You wearing his socks next week. A nigga that got herpes, crabs, or anything that you think he might have, guess what? You got his blanket 2 days later.
What about your homies? They gonna come through or what?
Man, you know what your homies do? They'll probably see her mom in the grocery store and tell her, tell you, hey, won't even help her walk her to the car with the groceries. And niggas glorify the Cali shit, you know, because they hearing this, oh, I want to go to the land. I want to, oh man, I want to, guess what, man? Just as much as you finessing out here, they wait on you to come out there so they can finesse you too. Whether they want you to do a murder, whether they want you to go do a drug deal they were scared to go do, rather because you want to go out there with a point to prove so you can come back here and act like you're the man. And act like you that nigga. They don't give a fuck about where you come from, what you did. They don't care if you ever got touched. This is a point for them to use you. Me being who I am, how I took my folks through the right way. They rectables. Rectables, meaning that we take care of our own. No matter what. If I got 50 cents, you got 35 of it. I gotta give you more. So that way you will know, man, don't give up. Because if you ain't got nobody that you can put your arm around and say, honestly, man, I love this dude, man. Not this nigga. I love this man right here. Because I know he'll never give up on me. I don't care if it was a snow blizzard and he had to put me on his back or slide me through. He ain't gonna leave me here. When you get them kind of men around you, that's your gang. Those are your homies. That's who you rock with. Those other guys are just people you shake up. Don't do too much of that because you don't even know what they just got through doing. I'm being 100 as possible, man. If you're thinking about getting in the gang, understand this, man. If you ain't born into it these days, leave it where it's at. Be your own gang. Be your own movement because can't nobody take care of yourself like you.